Hey friends, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing so well. And I am coming to you today with a what sold video. I enjoy filming these because I think it really gives you a good look at what my week actually looks like, how many things I actually am selling pretty consistently, and what those pieces are going for. I like to do a month in review video where I tell you guys all my biggest sales of the month. But I think this is helpful because you can see all of the sales then. You can see my small sales, the things that I can't show in that kind of big overview video. So today we're going to be filming another what sold last week video. So I'm going to break down the last week of sales. I'm going to tell you how much we sold in total, how many pieces we sold, how much I paid for those pieces, and then how much I actually made off of these pieces that I've been picking up and showing you as I thrift them. So it's going to be a good video. If you guys enjoy thrifting content, enjoy these what solds, make sure to give today's video a thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos just like this one. But let's jump into my sales. So I'm going to switch things up a little bit today. I'm going to share with you guys my sales first, and then I'm going to share with you guys my overview numbers at the end. So I'm going to share each individual sale that we sold just in the past week, and then we're going to look and say the big numbers. So what was my gross sales, all the net profit, my cost of goods at the end. So stay tuned until the end to see how much I actually made. So I made a few adjustments to the lighting behind me, but let's jump into the sales. So the first thing that I sold on Jeremy's Poshmark. It was this pair of vintage Rockies high-waisted Western style jeans. When I first found these jeans, I found these at a local Goodwill, and I actually looked up comps and they looked like they would sell probably hopefully around $75 to $90. And they waited for a long time to sell. I feel like I had these for months, but then as we came back into the fall and winter time, they finally sold. I think this was an outright sale for Jeremy. They sold for $75 and we made $60 off of these jeans. I picked them up for $5.99, so that was a good flip for us. And these had these really cool little like grommets all over the jeans, little silver metal pieces that made them really cool. So I decided to pick those up, and they were really cool style, size 10, really good size, and so I grabbed those, and at the end of the day, we made almost like $55 off of those. Then this next thing that sold was a bins pickup. It was this Ralph Lauren navy blue quilted hooded jacket in size large. This was a bins pickup. So I picked this up in the Goodwill outlet where I paid $1.49 per pound. So I probably paid right around $1 for this coat. It sold for $45. And at the end of the day, then we made $36 after Poshmark took its fees. And so that was a piece that I had to have some things fixed on it. My mom sewed a hole, I think, on it. Then GU sewed a hole on it for me too. So that was a piece that required a little bit of work. So I don't know if I'd pick it up again, but it was a really cute style and I really liked the piece, and I like selling Ralph Lauren in general, so I'm more hesitant to pick up Ralph Lauren than any of the other lines from him, but it still was a good sale and it was in the bins, so I'll take it. Then this next sale is something that Jeremy sold, and these have been in our closet, I think, since Jeremy and I got married, so it's been in for probably 2 years. We got these in the bins, I'm fairly confident. You can tell that they've been around a long time because the title is Blue Nike Air Max. That's it. There's no size, there's nothing. I usually have a lot longer titles now, and so these sold for $18. Somebody offered that, and I said, Jeremy, please take it. Let's just move them. And so we made $14.40. We still had some profit in there, so that was really good. I'll take that. Smaller sale, but to move something that's been sitting for 2 years is very good in my book. And then this was a more recent pickup. I just picked these up at 2nd Avenue not too long ago. And this was a pair of J. Crew's slouchy boyfriend chino pants. These were in a size 26. And Odie is wanting to join. Come here, bug. Come in. You gonna join me, little one? Yeah. Oh, is that your favorite spot? Oh, sweet boy. Oh, I don't want to put pictures over him, but that's where they go. So look at him while you can. But this pair of J. Crew slouchy boyfriend chino pants, I picked up at 2nd Avenue, I think on half off day. And so I think I paid like $2 or something for these, and they sold at $30, and we made $24. So I made about $20 off of that pair of pants. And then this last thing is another really old piece. I have not been able to find this yet, so I'm gonna go searching for it later today, but it was a Philadelphia Eagles jacket from the NFL in a size large, and I found this in the bins. So I paid $1 for this. It sold for $33. So after Poshmark took its fees, we made $26.40, which I mean, I'm happy with. And also for these sorts of sportswear pieces, I think hopefully these videos are showing you that they can actually be really good and can make you some good money. But I like to pick them up in the bins when I can. They flip for about 20 bucks pretty consistently. So I'm always happy to pick those pieces up. And then we're gonna jump over into my sales. So those were all on Jeremy's Poshmark. And from all the pieces today, we made 20 different sales. So 17 of those sales were from Poshmark, and then I have 2 sales on Mercari and 1 on eBay. So I need to get better at eBay. I am just struggling to figure it out. It just has been so hard for me, but I am continuing to learn, and hopefully I will get some more sales rolling in on there soon. Then this first thing that sold on my Poshmark was this vintage Joseph A. Bank worsted wool plaid kilt skirt in a size 8. This I had to I think I sized this because I have thrifted a lot of vintage wool skirts recently, or at least found them in bags I forgot I had, and they have been selling really well, but they're all vintage and not the right size, and they're wool. So it's very interesting. This sold for $22, and we made $17.60. I'm pretty confident that I found this in a bag that my mother-in-law brought with her back to me from Indiana, and I had thrifted it like a year ago. That happened to me with a lot of these skirts though. That's something I would say is a, not really a brand, but a style to look out for. I have sold so many vintage like kilt style skirts recently. Any wool plaid skirts, I have been selling them like hotcakes after they've sat for years. So now is the time, apparently that's a good trend for fall. That's what I would look for, especially in the bins. But the next thing that I sold was this pair of Tory Burch Patos brown leather strappy sandals. They were a size 9, and I bought these recently at 2nd Avenue. They weren't marked up because they didn't say Tory Burch. They didn't recognize them. And so I think I paid $5 or less for these, and they sold for $60 on Poshmark. And so we made $48, which is a great sale. I'm happy with that for sure. And I've been really enjoying selling those Tory Burch shoes recently. I feel like I've found quite a few more recently, and they have been doing really well for me. So I've been very pleased with Tory Burch shoes and how they sell. I did recently find a Tory Burch purse that will be coming up in a haul very soon. And so I like Tory Burch in general. It's a pretty good seller for me. Then this next piece that I sold is another sports piece. It's a San Francisco 49ers hat. And this sold for $12. I think that this went on an offer. Yeah, I probably had it listed like $15. They must have offered, or I offered them $12. I only made $7.33 at the end of the day. This is a bins pickup, I believe. So I paid less than $1 for it. So I still made $5. But I don't know why this hat sold for so little. I feel like I usually sell hats and make a little bit more, like $10 off of them. But it must have been a discounted shipping. That's one of my gripes about Poshmark, is that when you offer somebody a discount, you already have to take the hit of offering at least a 10% discount in order to send offers. But then you also have to offer discounted shipping. Like, I wish I didn't have to offer discounted shipping. Like, either Poshmark, I feel like, should eat that cost of $1 or something, or they should just let me, like, when with a bundle, I don't have to send discount shipping. Why can't I just do that, you know? Ugh, I get that that might be more of a draw for people, but it guarantees that I have to lose at least $2 of profit every time I send an offer. So for a bigger item that sells for $50, $100, it's not as big of a deal, but for something like that where it sells for $12, you can see the change very quickly. It goes from, on a $12 sale, making $10 to making $7. Like, it's not good. It's not good at all. But that's just my gripe. But let's talk about the next piece that sold. This is a piece that is so cool. I found this in the bins a while back. And again, like I'm saying, vintage skirts are really moving for me right now. So I recently just went to the bins. You'll see those videos here soon. But I picked up a lot of vintage skirts because of this, because of the trends I'm seeing in my sales. And this piece that sold was this vintage chocolate brown genuine leather fringe skirt. I think if I would have listed this now, I would have listed this higher because it's so cool. It had different layers of fringe. It was suede leather. It was beautiful. And it was in a size 8. We sold it for $30 and I made $24 at the end of the day. So not terrible. I sent a 20% off offer, I believe, on that. And I mean, I'm happy it's going to a new home, but that was a gorgeous leather skirt and it was in great condition. So that was a good pickup, I think. And then the next piece that sold is another bins pickup. I love finding leather pieces in the bins. I find that a lot of the resellers that go there really pass on a lot of the leather pieces and high quality pieces that aren't just like a name brand or a quick mover, because they just don't want to deal with how heavy they are because of the cost per pound. I don't mind. I like picking up those leather pieces because they always get passed on. So this piece was a great sale. This was a pair of Lord & Taylor high-waisted structured trouser pants. It was in a size 8. They're black leather pants. Really hard to tell how cute they are in pictures. So I'm glad that somebody recognized the value of these, but these did sell for $58 and I made $46.40. I believe I listed those probably at $65. And they were so cool. I think leather is going to be super hot in fall and winter. I've sold a lot of leather lately, a lot of those plaid skirts, so I can definitely tell that the seasons are changing, and I'm so grateful. I have a candle burning over there. I'm sitting on my couch today. I've got my fall decor going on around me. I don't know if you can see, I have a little squirrel by the front door. It just feels like fall. My windows are open. I love fall so much. It's my favorite season. If you're loving fall too, please let me know what you're loving down in the comments, because it's literally my favorite time of the year. I love it. The next piece that I sold was this pair of Bionic shoes, and I am shocked that these sold so quickly, but these are a good work shoe. They were this pair of Sonoma black and bronze kind of color scheme short heel in a size 9. I sold them for $32, and so we made $23.88 off of those. And those I recently picked up in a haul from 2nd Avenue, and so I think I paid maybe $4 for those. And then I have another bins pickup. It's another Ralph Lauren piece. Again, it's just a really good bread and butter brand for me. It's a Ralph Lauren red and green plaid button down that sold. So again, plaid going into fall makes sense. And I sold it for $20. And so I made $14.28 at the end of the day. Love those bins pickups. I love not spending that much money to resell things. I was recently just watching somebody else's YouTube channel where they also are a reseller, but they do a lot of paying up for their items. So they'll pay $60 for a dress and then resell it and make $60. That's not my thing. I would rather spend like $1 for an item and then make, like $40 and not have that kind of money invested. I feel like that's more realistic for an everyday seller, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. This next piece that sold was this Burton snowboarding blue men's kind of like sweatshirt, and this was in a size extra small, and I found this in the bins, I'm pretty sure. So I found this piece, I believe, in the bins. It was one of my first times finding Burton, and that's a good bolo. I really have done well selling it. I don't think I have any pieces left in my closet from this brand, but this sold for $28. That's not exactly the most desirable piece from Burton. It's more of an outdoorsy brand, so if you can find like a coat or shoes or snow pants, like those are definitely worth more than a sweatshirt, just as like a mid-layer thing. But it still sold for $28, so it's still a good sale. But I would say if you can find a Burton, anything that's like more of an outerwear piece, you would be golden. And then next up, we have the new in box Reebok black top wedges in a size 8. And these were new in box. I found these in the bins, which was an amazing pickup for me. I found this with a couple other really nice shoes in their boxes in the bins, which never happens to me. But these sold for $52, which is a great sale for anything from the bins. I probably paid $2 for both pairs of shoes, both shoes in the box. And then I made $41.60. So that was a good quick flip too. So I was very happy with that. It's only been up for probably 2 weeks, maybe less. It's probably less than that actually. So that was an exciting sale. Very happy with that. And then we have 3 more on my Poshmark before we look at eBay and Mercari. And I was really surprised at how some of these pieces did, and that I've sold a couple bigger pieces, but also ones from a very recent haul. So I'm excited to share those with you. This first one is not from a recent haul, but is from the first time I went to 2nd Avenue, I believe. I found this Scotch and Soda printed floral kind of blazer in a size medium. And this was such a beautiful blazer, but it's been sitting for so long, and I didn't know why. It was so cute. But I just relisted it, and it's sold for $50, which I believe is an outright sale maybe. And so we made $40 off of that blazer. And I believe I paid maybe $4.99, $5.99 for that. So we made about $35 of profit at the end of the day. And then this literally came out, I believe, last video? I am a little bit like, I usually shop for things and try to get them listed before videos go out. I'm not always the best. So this just went up, but these sold very quickly, and I would totally mark this down as a BOLO. This was a pair of Hokas I picked up because I love selling Hokas. Usually on the inside tongue of a Hoka, they tell you the style name. Now this one, it said something different that I'm not used to. It said W and then OV and then a style name. So as I looked that up, I realized this was an Outdoor Voices collab. That's another really nice activewear brand. And so apparently this collab is actually worth more than just a regular Hoka, but also the pair that I happened to find was in a mist color, which is apparently the most desirable or one of the most desirable colors and harder to find. So I listed these. I was expecting to make 40 bucks off of these. I listed these at $99 and I sold them for $80 within, I think, 3 days. So very, very happy with that sale. Hopefully everything goes through and is totally fine. I sent those out yesterday. But I mean, for 80 bucks for something I picked up and sold within 2 or 3 days, I'm very happy with that. So at the end of the day, we made $62.28. I paid, I think, like $5 bucks for these maybe. So I made about $58 off of those shoes, which was a very exciting moment for me. So was that exciting, Odie? That was an exciting sale. And then the next thing from the same haul, another big sale. I think between the two of these, I've paid for my entire haul now from that huge 2nd Avenue haul I just showed you. It was this Coach Vintage Convertible Clutch little crossbody bag. I actually found out the actual name of it. I found the information and saw that it was real and genuine, so that's great. And it sold again within 2 or 3 days for $72. I think I listed it at $80. And so we sold it at $72 and we made $55.88. So another really good sale. That one I still need to send out. So I will send that out hopefully today. But those are all my sales on Poshmark. So that's the majority. That's 17 out of the 20 sales. But now we're going to skip on over to eBay and Mercari. On eBay, I sold one item and I took such a low offer. I feel like I'm just not computing. It's not working with me yet. Like, I list things for less on eBay than I do on Poshmark, and I still don't have anyone buying things, and then I also still get offers, and then I have to sell things at a lower price because I want to try to get more reviews. It's just not fun right now. But I did sell this pair of New Tags Athleta Stellar Tights in espresso in a size medium. I got these at my local buy-sell trade store, but I used all, I think, in-store credit, so I didn't actually pay anything out of pocket for these. I sold them for $45, which is very low, I feel like, for these, especially since after I sold these, I saw somebody listed these and I think sold them at $55 and they weren't even new with tags. So I'm a little like, ugh, about the sale, but so in total, we made $58.31. That was the entire order total. And I think we made from this like around $45, $46 at the end of the day, which is not bad, but we also had to pay shipping. I don't know. eBay is just not my favorite right now. I don't even want to think about it. So that was the one sale from eBay. And then Mercari, I made 2 different black dress sales. So again, from a recent haul, I sold this Lacoste black dress. This was from my half off Labor Day sale that I went to at 2nd Avenue. I bought it for probably, I think my cost of goods that day was like $3.85. So I paid almost $40 for this, and then we sold it for $32 plus $7.99 shipping. And so I think we made around $27 at the end of the day from that piece. And then the other sale that I had on Mercari was this Everlane, the sleeveless V-neck flare dress in black, size 8, which sold for $38. So 2 good sales. I'm happy with those. And I made a little bit more on that one. I think close to $30 from that one. So not too shabby at all. So then what did I actually make from everything I just shared with you? Well, let's talk about this. In total, we had 20 items, 17 on Posh, 2 on Mercari, and 1 on eBay. 10 of those 20 items I bought at the bins, so my cost of goods was really low for this trip. I added everything up of what I spent, and I spent $68 in total for everything you saw that I sold today, which is great. And then in total, from all of those different places, our sales number, how much our total sales were, was $840.99. So almost a $900 week, which is very good. That's a great week for us. And then my profit, so just the profit after Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay took their fees, was $670.99. So we lost a little bit over $100 to the different platforms, which is inevitable, but still hurts. And then from net profit, so when I subtract that $68 cost of goods, our net profit, what I actually made in total at the end of the day, was $602.99. So that is the overview. That's how much I actually made this week reselling on Poshmark, Mercari, eBay. And then my average sales price, so when I divide how much I actually sold everything for by how many items, our average sales price was $42.05. So my average sales price is going up. It's around $40 right now, which I am very happy with. I'm excited about that number. I think that's pretty good for me, for sure. And at the end of the day, we made almost $600 from me selling this week. And then I also, make videos and I do other things too. But I think that was a pretty successful week. I will count it as a win. And also, I feel like pretty realistic. I did sell some things for a really good amount, like the Coach purrs and the Hokas. But those were things I wasn't necessarily expecting to be amazing finds when I found them. I just had a gut feeling about some of the pieces that I found and resold. And some of these pieces have taken months, if not years, to sell. So just be consistent and keep on listing if you are a seller, and keep on just waiting for that perfect buyer to come along. And eventually they hopefully will. But those are all of my sales from this last week, and it is time to get listing again to hopefully make some more sales for next week. So I'm gonna end this video right here. Let me know what you guys have been selling lately, or what your favorite thrift find has been lately down in the comments. Give today's video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it at any point, and also consider hitting that subscribe button if you want to stick around. I would love to have you here in my family here on YouTube. But I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And until the next video, bye.